Hello carnivores, SBFAM, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to first announce something really exciting before I get into the video of what I have been eating. I wanted to first thank you guys for 40,000 subscribers. You guys have no idea how much it means to me to always have your support, to always have your kind comments, amazing feedback, video suggestions, your kind messages, everything that you guys share with me. It really makes me so fulfilled, so happy, and it makes it all worth it. All of the work and time and energy that I spend to create carnivore content for you guys, to run my monthly challenges, to post on Instagram, and now on TikTok. By the way, I'm on TikTok now. You guys can follow me at Steak and Butter Gal. But me making all of this content all over the place, it is all worth it because of you guys. Because you guys are the best fam ever. I'm just so excited. I'm so happy. You guys seriously have changed my life for the better. And to celebrate 40K, I gotta do a carnivore giveaway. That rhymed. 6 winners will be chosen randomly. All you have to do to enter this giveaway, comment down below what your favorite carnivore meal of all time is. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. And if you want, follow me on TikTok as well. I just started. This is what you will win. 3 winners will be chosen to win my favorite raw fat snack of all time, the Grassland Nutrition raw suet snacks. These are literally just raw beef suet, unsalted. I love these because they're unsalted. And if you want to salt them, season them, you get to choose how heavily you want to. So it's perfectly your preference. And I love these so much, especially when I started fasting. These were such a great tool to lean on to make fasts easier. So thanks to these, I am now a pro faster. I always nibble on these before I go out to eat with family or friends, just as an appetizer to make sure I don't go into celebrations, restaurants, events hungry. These are great. And then 3 more winners will win my other all-time favorite snack, Carnivore Crisps. So 3 winners will get their own pick of which cuts they would like to try. So in total, 6 winners will win some awesome carnivore prizes. The discount code is SBGAL in case you just want to check them out and order some. And finally, for all of my SB fam, you guys can get a free sample pack of LMNT electrolytes, so you guys can continue to enjoy some free LMNT electrolytes. They're great if you're super active, if you're new to carnivore. Electrolytes are very important to keep the energy up and the stamina up. So Steak and Butter Guy loves these. They have unflavored, unsweetened ones. The flavored ones do have stevia in it. So if you want to snag a free sample pack, the link is down below. I'll also put it on the screen here if you guys just want to type in the URL. Here's what the little packs look like. You can just throw a bunch of these little packs into your bag, purse, and just have them on the go whenever you're about to go work out or whenever you're out in the heat, exercising, hiking, and you want a little pick-me-up. These are excellent to just put in your water, shake it up, and drink. In this one, they have lemon habanero, mango chili, and chocolate salt. Also, I heard from a lot of carnivores in the community, they like to put these electrolytes in their coffee. So if you want to get creative, I guess you can with some of these different flavors. So again, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for 40K. I will continue to keep spreading the word about how amazing this carnivore way of eating is, how it changed my life, my story. I will continue to share amazing carnivore content, pour my heart and soul into these videos. I just want to thank you guys so much for your continued support. And if you really love my videos and content and want to know how you can support me further, I do have a Patreon. If you'd like to support me there, you can become a patron and sign up through my Patreon link down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much. Sending love to all of you. All right, let's get the video started. Okay, today I'm going to be having ButcherBox as my meal. Firstly, the ButcherBox beef patties. This is 80-20 beef patties, and I'm gonna just have maybe 3 of them because I'll be having 4 ButcherBox steaks as well. These steaks are so fatty this time. Their flavor in their beef, especially these ribeyes, it's just so good, so complex. I rave about their meat all the time. So far, the quality has always been excellent. The chicken and the pork I will always cook for Steak and Butter Guy, my little brother, my little sister. Air frying frozen steaks, I've realized, gives it an extra crispier sear. So what I do is I preheat my Cuisinart Airfryer and then I throw these completely frozen and I air fry at the highest temperature. I would say like 12 minutes, and it's just perfect. All right, so these are the gorgeous frozen ribeyes. I'm gonna transfer them into the air fryer. My air fryer is outside, which is, by the way, an excellent tip to keep the smell out. So I have been preheating my air fryer now for, gosh, I want to say 10 minutes. This Cuisinart air fryer is like unbreakable. I use the heck out of it and it still works amazingly. Okay, all right, in it goes. We're gonna air fry for 10 to 12 minutes.
What I eat in a day. Ground beef. Patties. 1 pound of it. Rib eye steaks. 4 of them. Last bite for Simba.
For this day, I'm going to be having boneless lamb picanha steaks. These are from Juilliard Meats, and they look quite lean with a nice fat cap. I'm also going to be cooking up some ButcherBox patties as well as some Costco New York strips. I had a really big appetite on this day, and I get a lot of questions if I eat all of this in one sitting. Yes, I do. And on this day, it is going to be OMAD, 1 meal a day. So here's the finished product of the entire meal. 2 New York strips, both of them were quite burnt, 2 perfectly cooked lamb picanhas, and I think 3 patties. I think that's 3 or 4 patties. For the next day, I went out to eat dinner at a Los Angeles restaurant called Matu. It was excellent. All of their steak is New Zealand Wagyu, grass-fed, grass-finished beef. So none of the steaks were nauseatingly fatty. It was just perfect marbling. They also cooked it in a very special way. They served it all sliced up. It was definitely a gorgeous experience. Thank you, Janelle, for bringing me here. I loved it. On the next day, I was feeling extra lazy, so I just seared up a bunch of ButcherBox frozen patties. I think I had about 9 patties, 1 bag and a half. Also, I want to show you guys what I cooked up for my little sister. All right, so here we have ButcherBox's chicken wings. They're organic, they're pasture raised, and I trust their quality for all of their meats. I spiced it with this. This is just everyday seasoning from Trader Joe's. There's salt, there's some garlic, there's some pepper, and some more other stuff. Ooh, the oven is ready. I'm just gonna be baking this at 375 for maybe just under an hour, and it should turn out beautiful. All right, so it has been in the oven at 375 now for about 50 minutes. Yes, 50 minutes. Look at all that gorgeous grease. I think it's done. Beautiful. Wow. This is actually my very first time baking chicken wings. Like, first time ever. So again, I baked it at 375 for 50 minutes, and this is what it looks like. My little sister is obsessed with chicken wings now. On the next day is when I had the Whole Foods beef back ribs. If you saw my last video, you will know how I cooked it. So if you guys want to check it out, I will link it at the top of this video and also in the description box. After I ate up the beef back ribs, I was still hungry, so I quickly just seared up another steak. The next day, I went out to eat hot pot. So this is my favorite place to eat whenever I eat out at restaurants, and I always make sure it's all you can eat hot pot, because if it's not all you can eat, the price will go up super high, especially especially for my appetite. So when it's all you can eat, it's just one set price for as much meat as you can possibly desire. Literally carnivore heaven. If you haven't tried hot pot, search for one near you and go try it. I went out with my carnivore homies. It was awesome. After hot pot, I was still hungry, so I cooked up 3 more ButcherBox steaks. Time for a Costco grocery haul. This time I wanted to get some lamb. This is going to be my first time ever trying Costco lamb. Basically lamb that is not from Billy Doe Meats. I also got some beef back ribs because I am currently obsessed with beef back ribs. And of course, cannot go to Costco without getting my beloved primal rib roast and flanken short ribs. Hey carnivores, I want to show you guys what I'll be eating tonight. It's going to be lamb and beef. 2 very special products that I picked up from Costco. The first one, lamb, and this is lamb rib roast, which is also known as lamb rack. But I really want to try some normal lamb. It is not from Billy Doe, which means it is definitely aged. It's from Costco. I don't know how high quality this lamb is, but we're gonna see how I feel and what I think about the taste of Costco lamb. So this is gonna be going in the oven, 1.5 pounds, as well as this giant thing. You have seen this before on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you're missing out on some awesome stories and more recipes and posts at Steak and Butter Gal. But this is going to be in the oven as well. This is beef back ribs. I tried these a few times already. I spotted these first at Whole Foods, and that was my first beef back rib experience, was from Whole Foods. So we'll also get to taste how the quality from Costco is. And this is what the back looks like. It's just a whole slab of it. So here is the rack of lamb. It's so pretty. Very fatty. Actually, very pleasant. There's no gamey smell yet. We shall see. I'm gonna cover this in parchment paper. So I wrapped it up in parchment paper, and then I'm gonna cover it again in some aluminum foil. But I wanna make sure the parchment paper is what touches the meat. Thanks for your advice, guys, on Instagram. This is what the beef back ribs look like. Also wrap it the same way and cook it with the lamb. At Costco, it is $3.99 per pound for this beef back ribs, but at Whole Foods, it's $5.99. So if you really want the ultimate best deal ever, get it at Costco. Okay, I have my 2 trays of meat. I decided to just cook all of the beef back ribs, just basically all of the meat. If I can't finish it, I'll just save it for leftovers for tomorrow's meal. I'm gonna slow cook at 280 bake. Okay. We're gonna slow cook it for 2 to 3 hours. We'll see. Okay, it's been 2.5 hours. I just took it out. I kind of unwrapped the lamb, but I want to show you guys the full reveal. This is the lamb rack. As you can see, I wrapped it in 2 layers. Oh my god. 0 crispiness, 0 sear, which obviously is because it was covered. If I had uncovered it and slow cooked it, I'm sure there would have been more golden crispiness, more brown. It also looks very well done. I'm just gonna, of course, let it rest. Now let me show you guys the beef ribs. Okay, now the back ribs look phenomenal. I just cut one of the lamb chops off of the whole rack. Okay, so this meat definitely compared to Billy Doe lamb chops, there is a bit more of that gamey lamb aftertaste that I am so fearful of, but the gaminess is not to the extent where I have to spit it out. The initial first bites, no gaminess, but it's usually that aftertaste that hits with that funky, gamey aftertaste. So it's definitely tolerable. If it's super well cooked like this, I'll still eat it. Okay, so here's a close-up of the 2 types of meat side by side. I didn't cook it in this pan, it's just gonna be my plate. So rack of lamb, aka a rack of lamb chops, And this is the beef back ribs. I just cut it into individual ribs. Both are extremely fatty. On day 8, I had the Costco flanken short ribs. You guys already seen this so many times in my videos, but I basically just bake it at 375 or 380, doesn't really matter, degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 to 45 minutes. If you want a nice golden sear, I would broil it at the end for about 5 minutes, just a quick hot flash to get that crispiness out. And as you can see, I have a side of some ButcherBox grass-fed, grass-finished patties. They are an excellent side to give some extra flavor, some difference in texture of meat. I love it. On day 9, I actually fasted just because the days prior I ate so much fatty meat to the point where I was so stuffed that on this day, I literally had no appetite, so I just took advantage of that and fasted for 48 hours. But instead, I want to show you guys what I did cook for my little sister. I made her the ButcherBox uncured hot dogs. These are excellent because there's no nitrates, no nitrites, and definitely zero sugar. They are pork and beef sausages. Again, if you guys want to try out ButcherBox Meats for yourself, there's currently a ground beef for life promo going on. Just click the link in my description box to claim the free promo and try out their meats. And on the side, I'm boiling some cut up chicken for Simba and Gouda as treats. Day 10, I finally cut into the Costco rib roasts, and I usually have 2 slices for each meal that I eat. And I also cooked for my sister this gorgeous tray of chicken wings. As you can see, the drumettes, the drumstick is attached to the wing. So I'm guessing these are the whole chicken wing. But these smell so good. They also look so fatty and yummy that I'm going to actually introduce chicken as one of my next foods, just to see how chicken makes me feel. I'm super curious now. The rest of the week, I basically just ate the Costco rib roasts. I usually eat them in either 2 slices or 3 slices. My favorite way to cook these are in my air fryer, the Cuisinart Airfryer at 450 degrees for 5 minutes total. I do not flip it just because I'm lazy, but I do preheat my air fryer for 5 minutes beforehand. So there you have it. This is what I eat in a month, part 1. Of course, part 2 will be coming soon. In the next 2 weeks, I will be filming every single day's worth of what I eat. As you can tell, I really did not do much fasting. I only did one 48-hour fast. The rest were just OMADs. And again, thank you so much for 40,000 subscribers. Make sure to enter the giveaway by subscribing, following me on Instagram, and just commenting down below what your favorite carnivore meal is. And you can have a chance to win Carnivore Crisps, Grassland Nutrition raw suet snack, and free LMNT electrolytes. I'll see you guys in my next video. SBG out.